We took you to Cape Town earlier, and that was just the start. The 20th Cape Town International Jazz Festival is taking place at the Cape Town International Conference Centre this weekend. And we saw the queues earlier. Let's get an update now from our reporter, Vanessa Poonah, who is there. Vanessa, has it been a smooth, exciting start?
Francis, yes indeed, and I think that the queues that you saw a short while ago when we did the last crossing to you, of course most of those people have now made their way inside the Cape Town International Convention Centre. A short while ago at the keeping stage, Steve Kekana had the crowds on their feet with some of his or their favourite songs, and of course if I can just show you behind me, Francis, quite a number of people have come out, some of the regulars may I add, and I've got a couple here, regulars at the Cape Town International Jazz Festival. Very warm good afternoon, good evening to you, ma'am. What are the highlights for you this year?
Hi there, I'm looking forward to see Curiosity Kill the Cat, and we've just seen the high school band, South Peninsula High School, which was an awesome treat for us and great exposure for them as well.
I believe it's not the first time at this jazz festival. What keeps, what draws you back here each year?
Well, just to see popular bands and single artists, international and local artists, and to see such a lot of friendly faces around.
Thank you so much. And of course, Francis, we know that over this weekend, over 30,000 revelers come from all over South Africa and indeed the world to join in the festivities. And of course, not just the love of jazz being the main focus, but also the love of music. And I've got someone, a colleague actually in the media, but he's from the George area, newly in Cape Town. Tell me, why are you at the festivals here? Are there any standout points for you?
Any standout points for me is all the legendary Shaka Khan and the Gypsy Kings, and also our very own son of the soul, Jonathan Butler. In the homecoming show, I'm looking forward to see him, good friend of mine, and I'm delighted and I'm excited to be here and at this grand Africa Cape Town International Jazz, and it's the 20th anniversary of the Cape Town Jazz Festival.
Francis, you've heard it from only two of thousands of revelers here at the Cape Town International Jazz Festival, each and every one coming, of course, with their own highlights for this weekend. We've spoken to Billy Domingo a short while ago, of course, the festival director, saying to us again that, as always, the festival not only offers an amazing platform for homegrown as well as international jazz talent, but also with the various workshops and masterclasses, just offering young and upcoming artists who may not have had the opportunity to get onto an acclaimed stage such as the Cape Town International Jazz Festival. This, of course, is the weekend that is a build-up, I suppose, and it's one of the must-see, must-do, must-be at events in Cape Town on the social calendar each year.
So Vanessa, the people you spoke to mentioned some of the names, but give us some of the headlines, the big acts, local and international.
Of course, Francis, I've mentioned Steve Kekana, who's opened the keeping stage a short while ago, but later on this evening we can also expect people to be on their feet when the much acclaimed and of course multi-award winning Soweto Gospel Choir takes to the stage. We know that of course the international act to look out for this evening, and I think that's happening after midnight or so, is of course Shaka Khan, and of course a host of other international and South African and African artists that come to the Jazz Festival. And a short while ago, Mr. Domingo was telling us that this, of course, has not just been dubbed Africa's grandest gathering, but it indeed is a gathering of music lovers. It is indeed a gathering of performers and very talented local and international performers taking the stage throughout the course of the weekend. We know that tomorrow, for example, a son of the soil, Jonathan Butler, is expected to perform, and of course, Gypsy Kings, which I've heard quite a number of revelers talking about, not strictly jazz, but of course various genres that are being catered for during this International Jazz Festival. It has grown to one of the biggest festivals of its kind, not just in Africa, but indeed the world. And to this evening, we've definitely seen quite a number of revelers coming through. But as I may have mentioned earlier on, over 35,000 expected over the course of the 2 days.
All right, thank you so much, Vanessa Poonah, for that update.